I'm Bitter Root, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me? Didn't think you'd be back. What's this about? Can't talk now. Gotta keep my eyes sharp. Eyes sharp now. Wish I'd gotten a bullet in that fiend. That's one less drugged-out waster. Best part of this job, shooting folks who deserve it. Never lost a CO before. It doesn't feel right. Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. Me? I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends. You really want to talk to somebody, try Ten of Spades. He's always got plenty to say. Ten of Spades always had plenty to say before he got himself killed. Me? I'm just here to do my job. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons of Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want. You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead, don't I? Mister, you never met my parents, don't I? Beg pardon, man, but you never met my parents. My dad, he got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass. You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name? But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest. It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my father, Major Daughtry. He's our CO. Yeah, that's probably best. All right, goodbye. Used to have a settlement up at Bitter Springs till they pissed off NCR and got slaughtered for their trouble. A lot of us got killed at Bitter Springs. A lot of them, I mean. My parents died too. They're scum. Lazy, trumped-up raiders. Most of the time they're drunk or high, and when they're not shooting chems, they're selling them. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways, and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark. While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. It's like I told you, Daughtry's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through. Yeah, look, he's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. Just leave it lie, and leave me be. No. What's it matter to you? Why does everybody care so much about other people's business? I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through. It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. Best thing that ever happened to my parents, too. They were as bad as the rest. Worse, maybe. You're sorry? Well, that makes one of us. Bitter Springs was the best thing that ever happened to me. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with. It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Okay, I will. Guess that's something I'd rather not talk about, that's all. They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right if you ask me. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too, about how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in. Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. Ten of Spades really ought to keep his mouth shut, but he's right. There are a lot of things in my past I just couldn't leave behind. It helped. A little. Well, more than a little. Betsy ought to pay a visit to Usanagi since it can't hurt none. All right. Goodbye.